Have you ever noticed how some men leave a lasting impression on women? Not just on the ones they date, but also on those they casually meet, work alongside, or even women from their past. It's not about flashing money, fancy clothes, or being the most handsome guy in the room. The secret isn't surface level, it's something deeper, something almost invisible but incredibly powerful. The energy they carry and the way they live their lives. Certain men have this magnetic presence, a way of moving through the world that sticks in a woman's mind long after they part ways. It's about confidence without arrogance, strength without aggression, and respect without compromise. Women remember how these men make them feel safe, valued, and genuinely seen. These men don't need to try to impress. Their authenticity, discipline, and vision do the work for them. It's not a trick or a game, but a way of living that naturally commands attention and respect. When you embody this energy, you become unforgettable, not just to one woman but to all the women who cross your path. That lasting impact goes beyond attraction. It's about leaving a mark on hearts and minds simply by being the man you were meant to be. Leadership is often misunderstood. Many think it means being loud, bossy, or controlling, but real leadership is something far deeper and quieter. It's about stepping up when others hesitate and showing confidence in moments where uncertainty could freeze most people. Women notice a man who doesn't wait for permission or hope someone else will make the first move. It's the guy who takes initiative, whether it's planning a simple night out, making decisions in a group, or guiding through tough situations. This kind of leadership is less about authority and more about presence. It's the strength to stand firm and make choices, even when the outcome is unclear or the path changes. Too many men avoid responsibility because they fear making the wrong decision. They freeze or defer, hoping someone else will handle it. But that hesitation creates a vacuum that's hard to ignore. Women can sense when a man is unsure of himself or unwilling to lead, and it leaves a weak impression. On the other hand, the man who confidently says, "Here's what we're doing," creates clarity and trust. Even if the plan shifts or others choose differently, the act of stepping forward sets him apart. This kind of leadership isn't about being perfect or always right. It's about showing up with courage and decisiveness. It's about owning your role in any situation instead of shrinking back. When a man leads with calm confidence, he becomes someone others look to and remember. That energy sticks with women because it signals strength, reliability, and the ability to handle whatever life throws your way. Being that man means embracing responsibility and owning your decisions without fear, and that is truly unforgettable. There's something incredibly magnetic about a man who is chasing a vision bigger than himself. Most people settle into comfortable routines, take whatever job they can find, and slowly let their dreams fade into the background. But the man who wakes up every morning with a fire in his chest, who refuses to give up on what he believes in, stands apart. This isn't just about having goals or ambitions. It's about living with relentless purpose and passion. Whether your vision is to build a successful business, create meaningful art, transform your health, or pursue a career that truly fulfills you, what matters most is the energy you bring to the chase. Women notice when a man is fully committed to something he loves. It's not about bragging or showing off. It's about the consistency of his effort and the discipline to keep going even when things get tough. Many people talk about their dreams but few actually live them. The difference is huge. The man who keeps grinding, who shows up day after day with determination, sends a powerful message. It tells a woman that he respects himself, values his time, and isn't willing to settle for less than what he's meant to achieve. This kind of drive is magnetic because it reflects qualities like discipline, ambition, and self-respect. It shows that a man has a deeper purpose beyond just going through the motions of life. Even if she doesn't stay by your side, the image of you relentlessly chasing your dreams will stick with her forever. That kind of passion leaves a lasting imprint, because it's rare, it's inspiring, and it reveals a man who truly lives on his own terms. One of the toughest qualities a man can develop, yet one that leaves a lasting impression on women, is the strength to walk away. It's easy to hold on tightly when things get difficult, to beg for forgiveness, or to stay in situations that chip away at your self-respect simply because you're afraid of being alone. But the man who truly knows his worth understands that sometimes walking away is the most powerful choice he can make. This isn't about being stubborn or prideful. It's about honoring yourself enough to refuse any form of disrespect or mistreatment. Most men cling to relationships out of fear. Fear of loneliness, fear of losing love, or fear of starting over. They bend their values and lower their standards just to keep someone around, which often leads to resentment and lost dignity. But the unforgettable man is the one who won't tolerate being pushed around or played with. He sets boundaries and stands by them without anger or desperation. When a woman sees that a man values himself so highly that he'd rather be alone than accept less than he deserves, it changes everything. That kind of emotional discipline and self-respect is incredibly rare and deeply attractive. Walking away also shows a level of maturity and inner strength that many men lack. It means you're not defined by your relationships, and you don't seek validation by clinging to someone else. Instead, you create your own sense of worth from within. When she meets a man who can calmly step back and say, "This isn't right for me," without begging or pleading, that image burns into her memory. She remembers the man who stood firm, who refused to settle, and who held his own dignity above all else. That kind of strength makes you unforgettable. One of the qualities that truly sets a man apart and stays with a woman long after the moment has passed is emotional steadiness under pressure. Life isn't always smooth. Plans get derailed, unexpected problems arise, and stress can hit hard from all directions. When chaos strikes, many men panic, lose their temper, or shut down completely. But the man who remains calm, grounded, and collected in difficult moments creates a powerful impression. This calmness shows strength, maturity, and control, and it makes women feel safe and secure. Imagine a situation where everything seems to be falling apart. Maybe a date doesn't go as planned, or something unexpected disrupts the flow of the day. While most men might get flustered, anxious, or frustrated, the unforgettable man takes a breath, adjusts his approach, and keeps moving forward without losing his cool. This kind of emotional resilience doesn't mean ignoring problems or bottling up feelings. It means managing your emotions so they don't control you. It's about responding thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. Women are deeply attracted to this energy because it creates stability in an unpredictable world. When a man can navigate pressure with grace, it signals that he's dependable and capable of handling life's ups and downs. It also gives her a sense of comfort. She knows she can rely on him when things get tough, which builds trust and respect. Emotional steadiness becomes part of his presence, something that lingers in her memory because it's rare and valuable. In the end, it's not about being perfect or never feeling stress. It's about mastering your response to it. The man who stays calm when others fall apart leaves a lasting mark because calmness under pressure feels like safety, and safety is unforgettable. Discipline is one of those qualities that quietly builds respect and admiration over time. It's not about grand gestures or flashy achievements. It's about showing up consistently and doing what needs to be done, day in and day out. Women notice the man who lives with discipline because it reflects something deeper than surface-level success. It reveals self-control, responsibility, and a strong sense of purpose. Discipline means sticking to your commitments, even when motivation fades or distractions try to pull you off course. It's waking up early to train your body, managing your finances wisely, or setting boundaries that keep you focused on your goals. It's about living by your own standards and refusing to let laziness or excuses take over. Most people drift into comfort zones and allow habits to slide, but the disciplined man chooses to push through resistance, building momentum that can't be ignored. This steady, reliable energy makes a powerful impression on women because it shows that a man respects himself enough to care for his health, his mind, and his future. It's not about perfection. No one is flawless, but the commitment to consistent effort speaks volumes. Discipline creates a foundation for growth, stability, and success, and women are drawn to that foundation because it signals that a man is serious about his life and his purpose. Moreover, discipline is attractive on a primal level. It demonstrates control over impulses, patience, and the ability to delay gratification for long-term gain. This self-mastery resonates deeply and sets a man apart from those who live by whim or convenience. When a woman sees a man who honors discipline in his daily life, she remembers him, not just for what he's achieved but for the strength and character that discipline builds. That impression lasts. Respect is a quality that reveals a man's true character, and women notice it deeply, even when it's shown in the smallest moments. It's easy to be kind and respectful when you expect something in return, but the man who treats everyone with genuine respect, regardless of their status or what they can offer, leaves a lasting impression. How you treat a waiter, a stranger, or someone who can't benefit you says more about who you are than any words ever could. Many men put on a show of kindness when it suits them, when there's something to gain or when they're being watched. But authenticity and respect is rare. The unforgettable man doesn't switch his behavior based on who's around. He carries quiet respect with him everywhere he goes. This consistency shows strength of character and humility. It tells a woman that he values people for who they are, not for what they can do for him. Respect also reflects emotional intelligence. It means recognizing the worth of others, being considerate, and treating people with dignity. It's in the little things, listening without interrupting, being polite even when stressed, and showing patience when it's easier to lose it. These actions may seem small, but they add up and create an aura of kindness and integrity that women find magnetic. When a man respects others without expecting applause or reward, it shows that he understands something fundamental about life, that true strength comes with humility and kindness. Women remember this because it's rare and sincere, and it resonates deeply. Respect isn't just a social nicety, it's a reflection of who you are inside. And that kind of character? That's unforgettable. Authenticity is a rare and powerful quality that makes a man truly unforgettable. In a world where many people wear masks to fit in or please others, the man who shows up as his genuine self stands out. Most men adjust their opinions, hide their true feelings, or pretend to be someone they're not just to avoid conflict or gain approval. But the man who refuses to compromise who he is, who speaks his truth and lives honestly, creates a deep and lasting impression. Being authentic means more than just telling the truth. It means having the courage to be vulnerable, to admit your flaws, and to embrace your uniqueness without shame. It means not laughing at jokes you don't find funny, not pretending to agree just to fit in, and not hiding parts of yourself to avoid judgment. This kind of honesty attracts because it's refreshing and rare. When you're authentic, you don't need to impress anyone. You simply exist with confidence and integrity. Women remember the man who is real because it creates trust. When someone is authentic, it's easier to connect with them on a deeper level. There's no guessing or second guessing. What you see is what you get. That clarity is powerful and magnetic. It shows that you value yourself enough to be honest and that you respect others enough to be genuine. Authenticity also inspires others to be true to themselves. When you live authentically, you set a standard for honesty and openness in your relationships. It creates an environment where real connection can thrive. This kind of presence lingers long after you're gone because it's not just about charm or surface-level appeal. It's about being unapologetically you. And that's unforgettable. Presence is one of the most overlooked yet profoundly impactful qualities a man can possess. In today's world, where distractions are everywhere, phones buzzing, notifications popping, and minds drifting, being fully present is a rare gift. Women notice when a man truly pays attention, when he isn't half distracted or zoning out, but is genuinely engaged in the moment. This kind of presence makes a woman feel seen, heard, and valued on a level that goes far beyond words. Being present means more than just being physically there. It's about tuning in completely to the person in front of you. When she talks, you listen, not just waiting for your turn to speak, but really absorbing what she's saying, responding thoughtfully, and showing that her words matter to you. It's about making eye contact, reading body language, and responding with empathy and understanding. This attentiveness creates a connection that's both deep and memorable. Most people operate on autopilot or are distracted by their phones and worries. But the man who is fully in the moment stands apart because he makes those around him feel important and respected. That kind of energy is rare and magnetic. When a woman feels truly seen, it triggers a sense of trust and emotional safety that's unforgettable. It's the difference between feeling like you're just another person in the room and feeling like the only person that matters. Presence also reflects confidence and self-control. It shows that you're not anxious, restless, or seeking validation elsewhere. You're comfortable enough with yourself to focus entirely on what's happening right now. This level of mindfulness is powerful because it fosters real connection. Long after you've left, she remembers how you made her feel, valued, understood, and fully alive in the moment. That memory is lasting, and it's what makes a man truly unforgettable.